Okay, we're back on the paver sidewalk, getting close to finishing up. I think today or tomorrow we'll finish laying the actual pavers, maybe get into actually putting the finishing touches on it. Sun has just come up. It's very early. It's very foggy, very humid. It's already almost 75 degrees, so I wanted to get an early start. That's the way you can really make up some time. Get an early start when the weather is much better. You can get a lot of work done before it gets hot. And if you have to, you can even go back to work on it late in the evening when it cools down again. So this is where we're at on it. It's pretty much just laying pavers now. Steps are finished. All those types of things are finished. So let's get started.
Okay, so after all this time, after all this work, this is the completion of this sidewalk job. This should be fairly straightforward. I feel like I'm going to be able to make some good time on this. The steps are over with. Should just be able to put the sand down, get my bricks in place, and the only thing I have to do is keep it straight so that when I get to the end, I have a roll of bricks that go along the side of my concrete pad. I have to come up so that is square and even. So it's early morning, the sun hasn't come up yet, the sun's over the horizon, so it's light. It's a foggy morning. Forecast is to be in the 90s and extremely hot, humid. So I want to get an early start and see what I can get done before the sun comes up. So I'm laying the brick. I've got my 3/4 inch PVC pipe laid out on the gravel. That gives me my 1 inch of sand base. And there's Ayla. She's in place, ready to work, ready to put in a day. Now what's happened is on this side, I'm coming up just about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch short. I need a little bit more clearance to get the brick in place. So I'm just cleaning it out. It's actually just where the dirt has shifted since I first dug this thing 3 weeks ago. So I'm clearing out on this side, and keep in mind I have to keep this thing straight so that when I get to the concrete pad, I have a straight brick that can be used as an accent. So, like I say, it's early. Now what I've decided to do, since it's too early to be hitting bricks with a hammer for the neighbors, I think it'd be a good idea to just get everything in place and get all my materials at the work site. So I'm gonna stack all my materials, put all my sand in place. I have to leave and pick up a few more items from the hardware store. So I'm gonna get all my stuff into place. I'm gonna leave, take care of what I need to take care of, and then when I come back, be appropriate time to be making noise with the cutter and the hammer. Now, like I said in the previous videos, I think anybody can do this job. I still believe that. You just have to be determined that you want to do it. And basically, if you can put down sand and put a brick in place, that's basically what is involved in this job other than just being determined. You can make a Lego brick. You can put 2 Lego bricks together, then you can do this. And you got to take that jump. You got to have the confidence to take that jump and give it a shot, give it a try, possibly fail at some part like I did. The sidewalk flooded. The job actually could not go forward until I figured out the drainage. The drainage needed to be taken care of anyway, so worked out good. My grass, can't see it in this shot, but under that straw is a really tall stand of beautiful grass that has grown during the summertime. The utility company showed up on this day. They came to find the gas line, and they said they didn't want to tear up my new beautiful grass, and they didn't want to tear my new bricks up, so they signed off the ticket that I'd already completed the work. And they said they'll be back in the fall or the winter, and they'll locate that gas line for me, just so for future reference I'll know where that's at. But they gave me a really nice compliment on my new stand of grass, and they were impressed that I could grow it in the summertime, which I've had difficulty growing grass in the summertime in the past, but now I know the key is keeping it wet, watering it twice a day if you can, keeping it covered. I did an experiment. I did a little portion of this without straw, without any coverage, and it hasn't grown yet. So straw or some type of covering is a must. Now the only thing that I'm going to have to do after this day is complete is lock the bricks in with the polymer sand that goes on top. I might make a short video showing that. I'm not sure, but all that consists of is pouring this specialized sand all over the surface. You take a brush and brush it around, fill in the cracks of the sidewalk with this polymer, and then you just wet it down with the garden hose, and that's it. It's locked in. So I gave it a little bit. I'm going to go through, before I lock it in, I'm going to go through and I'm going to use my knee pad there to go line by line, brick by brick, and I'm going to check every brick again, make some, let's make some adjustments. Should be fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Anything that's not level, that's a trip hazard or anything like that, I'll be able to address that at that time. And that'll be the last time. Then after that, in a few days, I'll get some quick mix concrete, and I will put some concrete along all the edging to physically lock this sidewalk in for good. And then I have to decide on what's going to be the next job. All right, I'm coming around the bend now. I'm coming up to the finish line. Move the camera, try to get a better shot. And getting the last few bricks put into place. Now, with all said and done, completely with the job totally finished, came up with 9 extra bricks. This was especially good in the fact that I changed this job. It was originally supposed to be 4 bricks across. And if you notice, I went more than that, and I didn't run them horizontally. And I was gonna have, before I wasn't gonna have the 2 border bricks. So it's kind of amazing that I ended up with almost exactly the correct number of bricks. And all I have left here is to make my cuts for my half bricks. And finally, that's gonna about do it. That's gonna about do it for this episode. Like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. Just push that notification button. Notifications, you'll get a note. All it means is you'll get a notification when I come out with a new video. And if you share this video, then other people will get to see my work and possibly like it or share it also. So that's gonna do it. That's the way I do it. We'll see you next time.